What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at another YouTuber at YouTooz, and today we're taking a look at one of the originals, which is Fitz. And Fitz is a YouTuber that I have watched for quite a while here on YouTube, and again, I used to steal his jokes and post them in my Instagram group chat, I'm going to be honest, and I got caught one day, and it was quite embarrassing, but I used to love watching him. I still do love watching him. He was recently on the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast at the time we recorded this video, and his YouTooz is really actually cool because it does incorporate his YouTube logo, but makes it into a figure, which I think is really cool. So we do have the Fitz name up the top, his thing at the bottom. I did buy this secondhand on eBay for £37 here in the UK. So that's why it is a little bit beat up and doesn't have its plastic casing. And, it is 15 plus, not for under threes. It's made of vinyl plastic, made in China, and is 100% authentic. So sliding him out of his sleeve here, and taking a look at the figure itself, we do have, obviously, the engraved thing on the sleeve, but then it is just that gradient color all the way across the box, which does go from green to purple to pink to orange to blue to yellow to green again to blue again at the bottom there. It is just a gradient which does follow his design, but over on the box he is the second because he does have one, and YouTooz always start at 0. I don't know why they start at 0, but that's just their thing. We have Fitz, which is a vinyl figure. He's not part of any collection, so he might just be the first. In the background is just a blank drawn setup there. Hi, my name is Fitz. Welcome to the vid. Something that he says in most of his older YouTube videos, but we, again, continuing this very strange pattern design of his house, I'm guessing. And then we have a glam of him on the side, with a glam of him on the top, and then, it says Fitz is the opposite of advertiser friendly. Known for his comedy and offensive content, he makes videos with a scuffed group of friends. Host of the Misfits podcast and originally from New Zealand, Fitz' humour is a breath of fresh air in the community. Warning, choking hazards, small parts, not surprised. And it is an adult collectible, not a toy. So opening up his box here, hopefully without damaging it any more than it actually is, to saying nothing at the top, because I think this is before YouTooz has started actually doing that. Sliding him out, he is a little bit smaller compared to the other YouTooz figures that we have taken a look at recently on the channel, and he doesn't actually have a protective seal over the front, which is very interesting. Again, don't know if that is the fault of the seller, or if that is YouTooz, and that's something they started later on down the line, but it does feel slightly cheaper. He's got little ears at the side, his head looks slightly strange, I'm going to be honest, a massive grin there with the F on it. We got the gradient continuing onto the fist, which does look like it is, kind of blow painted on compared to the nice gradient that we see across the rest of the head here. He's just wearing a blue jumper, some grey shorts, joggers, whatever, and he does have scuffed written across the bottom of his shoe there, which I think is pretty cool. Just rocking his own merch in his YouTooz figure, which is pretty interesting. And he doesn't actually, YouTooz is actually engraved into the bottom of his foot rather than just, printed on like it usually is, which I think is quite interesting with this figure. Again, with one of the earlier ones, he does balance quite nicely on his own as well. And again, he is one of my favorite YouTubers, which I do still watch quite regularly. I don't tune into his live streams. I'm not really a live stream enjoyer. I normally put YouTube on in the background as I'm eating my tea or as I'm making videos. I have a video on in the background now, which is actually the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast. Not the one with him in it, just as like a background, just not distraction, but background noise. You guys can't hear it, but, it is what it is. So he is someone that I do listen to and do watch quite often. I will have to go take a look at their podcast. I didn't realize they had one. I'm pretty sure they've quit it, cancelled it now, but I'll go back and go through it, watch all their old stuff, and see what thoughts and opinions that they had. Going back to watch old content, it is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Going back to watch old YouTuber videos. I don't know, it's kind of a comfort thing, but oh well. This is Fitz, and I don't really have much else to say. He's going to sit nicely with my Swagger Souls, so I'm going to end this video here. Let me know who you want me to review next in the YouTooz video collection that I've been doing. I've been getting quite a few of these guys recently. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day. And goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.